Alright, welcome back to another episode of Art Time, where today we're going to be working on the 5th episode of Heavenly Deadland. Yes, that's right. We're going off of what we left off on in the 4th episode with the fight involving Daiki and Fuyoyoshi. So if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like and subscribe for more. It's cold as hell, so I got this on me. But yes, we are picking up on the 5th episode. And let me just make it sure that everything is where it needs to be. Alright, good. Just capitalize 5. V. Yep. Indubitably. I'm probably going to be a bit burpish. Not burpish, but gassish. I have half of a chicken parm, which is like this big, and some fries. Crunchy fries. And we're just finished watching an episode of Fairy Tale. We are only 10 episodes away. We're on My Name Is, and that's going to be tomorrow. Well, by the time this episode comes out, which is going to be a Thursday, that's going to be tonight. Before this, actually. I will have already watched it, so technically I'm on the next episode after that if we're talking about, like, timelines and whatnot. But that's fine, because, you know, this is how it is. Anyways, this episode is probably going to be my favorite just because of seeing Yuki and Hifumi in action some more. Second episode that doesn't have Hanichi in it. That's fine, even though he is the main character, it's good to showcase more of the other characters. And I guess to an extent, you're kind of a main character yourself on the Angel side, even though, well, I feel like Takahiro probably takes that role more since he has been in pretty much every episode at the moment. Everybody kind of has their role in the story. But if I were to have to take a light to the Angel's main character, Takahiro probably is the main character of the Angel side. Especially since the fact you've seen him and his baby boy and then his drugged up wife over on the table. Drunk, drugged up, not doing too well, in several different instances. But, yeah. Regardless, Shinichi does still have a major importance to the story. But I wouldn't say he is the main character of the Angels. I guess I could probably say it as he's one of the main characters on the Angel side. Like how Kentaro is kind of a main character, but Hanichi is the main character entirely on the Angel side. You know what I mean. People have their roles, and some people have more roles than others. And that does lead me to one question, as what in the hell can I use Kohaku for? Like, look, I've already stated this multiple times before in the past, but this series is inspired off of Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul had a little girl character in it, and I barely remember much of her, which makes me wonder, does she have an important role in that series? And do I really remember any of it? So I want to try to at least give this character somewhat of an important role. But I also got so many other characters that I gotta focus on. It's like I gotta give her more important roles in Season 1 so she has at least a reason to be there instead of just being the child character. So I'm gonna have to try to figure that out throughout the course of the next sets of episodes before we go into a pretty badass arc, I must say. It's a mini arc. If we're talking about like 2 episodes to 3 episodes being an arc, then yeah, that would be the arc. Although, considering the fact that I'm doing like 24 episodes a season as opposed to Tokyo. You see the cat looking up and licking her chaps. Anyway, as opposed to Tokyo Ghoul's 11 to 12 episode season. I mean, I could probably look it up right now real quick. And I say real quick. I'm surprised that's not showing there on my... Yep, there it is. 4 seasons. Episode 1 is like 12. Or Season 1 is like 12. Season 2 is also 12. Route A. I wish I knew what that meant. And then there's Re, which I have no clue. That one went to 24, actually. This was on Toonami, and we only really... Oh. I guess Re is its own thing. And OVA, Season 4, OVA. That's a weird way to order that. Well, regardless, I don't remember anything from that series, so... I do want to, at some point, watch it again. Well, that's like... If it's 12 episodes in Season 1, 12 episodes in Season 2, and 24 in Season 3... depending on if I decide to watch... No, I think after I'm finished with Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, I'm probably going to move over to Spy X Family Season 2. Because I doubt Toonami will be able to get those on the block. I would like for them to be on the block, but you know what? That's fine, because I have my own way of watching them, and I'm treating them like an extension to Toonami. I mean, that's essentially what I've been doing with Jujutsu Kaisen at the moment. Whereas Fairy Tail, I've just been watching 8 times a week. I've said this multiple times, but I'll say it again because most people probably aren't watching or are even going to go back and reference the videos where I have said it in. Regardless, that's what I plan. I'll plan on rewatching the entirety of Tokyo Ghoul at some point. But probably not while I'm making this. So I don't so I don't inadvertently somehow copy something when I want to try to make it more original. I mean, yes, I do like the eyes. The entire premise of this series mostly just focused on me creating my own ghoulish characters with eyes like this. I think it's a pretty hot design for some characters. And I'm seeing it right now with these two. Plus, there's no character in Tokyo Ghoul that has this particular ability, nor do I remember if they had abilities. That's the thing. I guess that's kind of what the Demon Slayer inspiration is from. The devils with their own demon-esque powers, but it's more body-esque. Because this is supposed to mostly focus on body horror, and also the religious aspect. Then again, I don't remember if Tokyo Ghoul's like that either. Either way, it doesn't hurt to have another one of these particular kinds of series in the world. Plus, you get to see more character designs. Although there is one thing that I want to try to replicate, but again, not copy, and that's to have the Twink character. I forgot to fill in these windows. For the angel side. Y'all remember Jozu, right? And I think I've said this before. Oh, you're covering that. That's why I can't see that. I think I've said this before, but I do have an idea at some point in the future that they're all both Jozu and whoever that character's name is going to be together in a nice little wholesome drawing. And then maybe do a mature drawing with those two involving, well, I don't know exactly. I don't remember any of the female characters of that series. All I remember is that there were another group of devils. I think they were from China. I think. Okay, this episode's already coming out, and if I do this correctly, you will read what I am about to say right here. I have a similar concept to that, but there are devils coming from America instead. And I don't know if I'm going to say it here, but I don't think that... It might be. But the devils all the way in America, because of the land of the free and the home of the brave, they basically just took over the entirety of not just America, but the Americas in general. So, oops, there goes all of America now. What do you call it? Fallen to the devils. But, yeah, I feel like that's like, what do you call it there? Now, I am struggling to try to figure out what the hell this one Twink character's backstory is going to be. Because I don't want to replicate... Whoops. I don't want to replicate Jozu's backstory. I barely remember it, but I think it had something to do with him being... I don't think it was molested by devils, or ghouls. I don't think it was. I think he was getting spanked at least, but I don't remember. Like I said, I really don't want to look back into it, but I probably should if I want to avoid potentially replicating a backstory that I don't want to replicate. I mean, there is the whole Jason thing that I did with Shinichi going after Mugadetoru, but that one's just funny. I couldn't not add that into this series, just with him saying Grayson instead. But yes, I will say I definitely do have a lot of inspiration from that, so I'm hoping I can do it my own series justice and try not to accidentally replicate story plot lines, but have some similarities to, at the very least, give it that, what do you call it? Because there's one major scene that happens that is a big spoiler for this series, that Tokyo Ghoul, as far as I'm aware, I haven't seen Re yet, but I don't think they've done this, that I am most definitely looking forward to. It really brings the religious aspect into this series in full force. Oh, and it's going to be so badass. If this were to ever get animated, that would be the most badass scene anyone would ever see. I would be like, okay, if we can't draw this, we need the best potential CGI you can get. Spend all the budget of this episode on that scene, because it has to be epic. Like, any instances where you need to have, like, all of your budget on a certain scene, maybe not all of your budget, but a large majority of it on a certain scene, that scene right there would be the case. And Season 2 has even more insane stuff happening. Which makes sense, because we are getting into some pretty hefty endgame-esque kind of scenarios here, where several groups collide and are working together, and so on and so forth. That's all I'm going to say about that without, like, divulging into too much spoilers. So I guess, while I'm working on the meeting room of the angels, I should probably go on ahead and introduce you to some of these characters over here. This right here is Kenji. I don't know too much of what I plan on doing with these characters yet, but I can at least tell you their names. His design was pretty cool. I like that design. Simple, not too complex. This over here is Akamitsu. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that name right, but he seems like another important character. This guy over here, I think, where is he? Yuto. I think I might have him be the guy who made the camouflage device that Daiki used on the troops to ambush the devils in the middle of the city. And this one right here is a Fuyuyoko. And she is a sleep-deprived lady. I like her eyes especially. Like, the eye, you know how most of the eyes have, like, this stuff? This one doesn't. This one is literally just, where is it? Let me grab her eye real quick. This one is literally just that. Nothing else. The epitome of tired. You can see the sleep-deprived look on her face. That honestly was just from this one image on Twitter where this one girl had, like, a glove like that and her two fingers open, I think. I don't know who she is, but man, I felt like I had to add a sleep-deprived woman into this series who's badass as well. If you don't know, which you probably don't know if you haven't read the episode yet, these 7 angels are of the higher-ups. Notice how he said that Shinichi and Takahiro is his greatest warriors. Takahiro has some promising, skills. With him being like the main character of the angels, kind of, makes sense. Him being already a part of the higher-ups at least gives you a general idea that he is probably going to try to get Takahiro into this particular position. Mayhaps at some point, who knows? I mean, if he gets killed later on, he could, but we don't know just yet. We don't even know his plans at the moment. Most of that's kind of being built out. And I should probably state, I have been keeping notes. I read through the last 4 episodes and have been keeping track of things more closely. I've got like multiple notes set up right now. I now know, because I have forgotten that I had her say this, that she, right here, is his superior. She's superior to him, which, despite them being in the same rankings, means that she's a much higher ranking within the ranking. And if he's the leader, then that means he's the highest rank amongst all these guys. And since it is hopefully talked about in this episode, there is a higher division, which most of these characters don't really care too much about, if that says anything. But they are still a part of the Church of Evangenesis. The COE. Which I also forgot that I called it the Church of Evangenesis, but I guess you could still like do a short form and just call it Evangenesis. Slightly less, what do you call it? But you could also just call them the Church. Whatever beeth the case, they killed Fuyoyoshi, which, pretty big spoiler for this episode, if you haven't read it yet, go read it. Which, surprise, surprise, he's not actually dead. And the thing he did to make it seem like he was dead, but, he managed to trick them by essentially moving his lungs in place of his heart and stopping his heart with his bones, which that might not be explained. There'll basically just be a little mini scene in the beginning where it's just like, yep, heart rate's gone, temperature's dropping, he's dead, and then they just leave there thinking he's just dead for good. But nope, he was just stopping his heart. He had his lungs punctured, which explains the blood coming out of his mouth when he got hit by Daiki's jackhammer. Which I do pride myself on Daiki's design and weapon choice. I don't think there's any jackhammer users in Tokyo Ghoul. And if there is, and it's probably in Re, or I just don't remember them and they weren't special enough. You got like characters like Ritsu using nails to essentially turn people into nail sculptures. Like literally just white cuticles nail sculptures. And you got characters like Daiki using a jackhammer as a weapon. You think, oh, that's definitely not going to have any significant importance, but no. No, he has a lot of importance. Being one of the characters who killed a higher-ranking devil. But regardless, I do really like his design. Like, I was generally surprised when I first made him. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I wanted to make him look very important. Just like how I want to make some of these characters look important. Even though you're not as important looking, but don't judge a book by its cover. He could be the next Gojo. No, definitely not. Definitely not. But, he could at least have that kind of pull. Well, who are we kidding? He's not going to have that pull. Or who knows? Maybe we might. He might remove his mask and he might look badass. He might have the Kakashi look to him. Could be. Potentially. Uncertain. Out of all the designs of the characters we've made here, this guy is the one that stands out the most, even though she should probably stand out the most. But she's just a sleepy lady who wants to sleep, but is not sleeping. Did not mean to go on the building, you fool. She's a pretty interesting character. And as for the rest of them, these two gotta be my most favorite design out of all of them alongside Shinichi. Even though Shinichi has like a basic golden suit, he still looks pretty cool with his moon scythe, which I can't wait to draw in full. There is going to be an episode cover with him and his scythe open, and that right there is going to just make you question his, what do you call it? Don't want to go too much into spoilers there, but it is going to look badass. But the context, in the sense, is not really going to be good. It will show you more of his personality, I guess. That's the best I can really describe it without spoiling it. Plus, it is considered huge spoilers because this episode hasn't come out yet. That's not going to be until, like, what, episode 12? Yeah, episode 12. And that won't be until... I think that would be, if I'm not mistaken, April of 2025. Yeah, the episode's coming at a relatively slow pace, but that's fine, because I got multiple other series that I'm working on. This one could take its time a little bit. It's not like Nova Guardians, when it started off with just like 2 a limitation period. Then went up to 4, and now it's up to 6. Which I'm going to be working on yesterday. Which is funny to think. God, and I keep looking at Moon, and I'm thinking, wait, that's a folder. No, it's not a folder. And it's not even 2 ends either. That dang Moon. My Moon. Moon with 2 ends, the goth girl. You've made me rethink this guy. You made me rethink the whole entirety of the word moon. Which is fine, because I like Moon. She's cute. Oh yeah. And episode's out already. Whew, man. It depends on if this is something you're into or not. If you're not into this, then you're not going to like what these 2 girls are, well, what she's going to do to her. It's going to be intense. But I guess some people would probably appreciate more scenes like this. Without going into too much detail, let's just say that while this is... Okay, well... It's not exactly 100%, because that's not really the case. No, wait, right, Scourge! It's Scourge that I'm thinking about. I don't know if you know that movie. But basically, this is just going to be a scene similar to Scourge, except it's not just one and done, it's just multiple over. And also... It's not going to be the same effect as Scourge, but it's going to be a hell of a lot worse. You'll see. I don't want to spoil too much, but all I'm going to say is you'll see. I hope you're prepared, because I don't think you're prepared. I don't think you think you're prepared. And if you think you're prepared, guess what? You're not. Of course, in reading format, it's probably not going to be... as bad as I think it might be, but, well, you still got to keep into consideration, if this ever gets animated one day, you're going to see something quite grueling, I must say. Alright, now all this is going to be mostly covered with shadow, so that's why I'm not really putting too much effort into these bits. That's why it's not, that good looking, is because all this is going to be in shading. So let me go on ahead and get some shadows in first. Shadows 1. Alright, let's see. 0. Is the table counted? Good. Yeah, cat's playing with a ball toy. Where's my shadow? There's my shadow. Alright, this can be at least 100. Just for the sake of the scene being what it is. And I will delete some of the shadows around their eyes, so their eyes still have this pretty cool glow to it. Poor Suzume. She never stood a chance. Especially since these guys have a plan. But the plan that won't get activated fully just yet, I don't think that won't start until like episode 6. She is a rather tragic character here. But that's only just one instance. She'll have her time to shine soon enough. Don't you worry, she will. All of you Suzume fans out there, if there is any. This is funny because, you know, who knows, she might actually have some fans out there in like a year or two. Unlikely, but, you know, it's always good to look forward to the future. Even though as we're building this, we're not getting too much of anything happening in terms of popularity. We're still building it and acting as if there is potential fans out there. The whole fake it till you make it, except this one is not actually that harmful. It's just me doing my own thing. Who knows, maybe I will be able to make it. But it'll take some time. Don't know how much time it'll take, but hopefully it won't take too much time. Regardless, I'd say there probably will be some fans out there. But it won't be in the same vein as, you know... No, it depends. I feel like some people would probably like Shinichi. He definitely has that moxie to him. You know? That uncaring, hunched back, has a giant-ass scythe. Probably would get along well with the guy who was screaming Jason at whoever Jason was. Wasn't Jason the guy with the centipede? I think he was. It rings a bell. No, don't you worry, I do have some centipede-based stuff in mind, but it's not going to be in the same vein as that, no. Matter of fact, it's going to be worse. Tokyo Ghoul over here has their freaking main character suffering through a centipede. There's something else in mind, and I'm pretty sure you could probably guess who might be the centipede user with what we've got. And it's going to be badass. It's going to be a hell of a lot more badass. You have no clue how badass it's going to be. I can't say too much. There's so many things I want to reference it to, but I can't say too much because then it'll spoil it. Well, even that spoiler I said before, spoiler, even that comment I made could possibly be considered spoilers. But realistically speaking, how many people are going to really see this episode by the time this comes out? We don't get that many views, which I say is probably a good thing because I can speak all the spoilers I could possibly want. But I'll try to be considerate. Even if it doesn't really matter too much, I will still try to be considerate, because who knows, something might change. All it takes is just one lucky break, and oops, now everybody knows this spoiler, because they all just decided to watch this particular episode for some reason or another. Now, part of me does wonder, however, if at some point, once I finally get to finish at least maybe this series, I feel like this series would probably be the best one to suggest. But if there was some way I can go on ahead and see if I can get someone like Moist Critical to read this series. Because I feel like he liked Tokyo Ghoul, did he not? I've at least seen him use the intro song to at least a couple of videos. And you know what's funny? I feel like if we were to have our own intro song for this series, and if we were to match it up with Tokyo Ghoul, it would probably match. Even if I don't know what the hell the song is, it probably would match. Because again, similar concept, completely different beasts in terms of ghouls and whatever the hell the good guys were, alongside the devils and angels that we have before us. superpowers similar to body-based stuff. Honestly, for all I know, there could probably be a character who uses their blood as blades, and it's not a Dead Man Wonderland reference. Although I will say the whole Heavenly Deadland, the name Deadland comes from, what was it? Dead Man's Wonderland? It's kind of like a combination of that with then Heavenly put into it. I am really proud of this name, though. I am surprised I was able to get it to where I wanted it to be. I'm really happy about that name. Heavenly Deadland. It's symbolic to an extent. Ugh, my neck. Now let's open this moon up a bit more and light it up a bit. I feel like he would probably appreciate this. Not at this point in the stage. Because, there's one major scene that I feel like he would definitely like to see. The one that I have been talking about. Yep, that one. And if we're at that point in the future where that episode comes out and you watch this episode and you're like, oh, I get it now. Yeah, you get it. And I cannot wait. Man, I cannot wait. It's going to be so cool. Alright, Hifumi, I think you have the thing here, do you? No, you don't. Shoosh. Well, I could probably start doing stuff with it now. Yeah, you could probably notice some characters having somewhat similar powers. I say similar because it is similar, but it is different enough to be its own thing. I mean, you could probably gauge some of those powers from the other devils that I've made. Except for ones like, Fuyoyoshi and definitely Ritsu. I don't think I've seen anybody use nails as a weapon before. Not like as, a weapon where you grow it out, but as a weapon where you just multiply them by like millions, billions, and then just shred through somebody's entire being and turn them into nail sculptures. Same with Fuyoyoshi having the bone variation of that, but also having the ability to essentially, just go on ahead and become a literal dragon. Yeah. Coming off of your body-like soul, and then we can have it going down into the city. Like so. To cover up some of that in the road. It's got that nice lavender scent. But yeah, as I was saying, Hifumi's abilities is inspired off of Midnight's. The only major difference here is that her abilities can put anyone to sleep, and on top of that, it gives them amnesia. So, pretty deadly combo with what they're about to pull here. I don't know if I want to have clouds though, actually. Alright. Let me see if I can get some more light clouds up in here. I mean, why the hell not? They're going ahead and spoilers for Season 6. Off another best girl in another anime. I'm going to go on ahead and have her abilities be used. Although in a series like this, where there could be potential of offing characters left and right, I gotta be careful with what I say. Because I don't know the fates of these characters. And it is best to leave it up in the air as to what could potentially happen. Although, I definitely feel like I should, hold off on it a little bit longer. Just a little bit. I need to give these characters a bit more time to, grow, spread their wings, and develop their characters. So don't worry, nothing's gonna happen. Yet. And don't worry, it might not happen at all. We'll see what happens. I mean, I've already brought Fuyoyoshi back from the dead, but then again, it seems like it's a part of his own plan. Which is a pretty interesting plan, to say the least. Fake your own death. To light fire underneath the other devil's asses, to get their ass into gear, to perform the next plan. Cat's going berserk. But yes, I cannot wait to see the things that are about to occur at some point in the future. For a series like this, it's kind of expected. I mean, I don't remember too much about, what do you call it? But I do know some characters die in that series. Cloud particles. So we'll see what happens. We're still building it up, but now I got my notes. I already know what I have planned for pretty much all the episodes in Season 1, to some extent. I know my major plot points. The only ones that we don't really have is Season 2. And I do have plans for Season 2. But that won't be for a while now. Because after that, after the first season ends, I'm going to go on ahead and start working on other things. What are you doing? Meow. Got a meow? Meow. Meow. That's just in berserk mode all of a sudden. Why are you in berserk mode? Alright, I need some more particles. If only you can see me adjusting the brush here. And I've used this particle so many times, I feel like I should just save the damn swatch and put it somewhere. I should, shouldn't I? Let's see. Let me replace my brushes with the particle brush. Dot, or scattered dots brush. Copy that. There we go. I'm going to save this in my particle brush. Again, you can't see it. Right? Well, now you can't see it because it just minimized itself. Now we just switch on over. Wrong area. I need you to replace brushes. Well, let me see something for a second, because I could have sworn I had mushrooms in the nature brush. Nope, I did not. Mushrooms are cactus. I could have sworn I had one of each. No, I did have the cactus. No, stop going to preset manager, you freaking moron. Replace with the all brush. Now we'll just put this scattered dots brush in and save it. I don't even have to move it. All brushes. Preset manager. I want to see if that cactus is in here. Should be. Yeah, it is. Huh. Strange. I could have sworn I had more mushroom types, but I guess something happened and I lost it? Doesn't matter, I'm not using mushrooms at the moment. I'm using cloud particles. And the best thing with this now, I have pretty much all this set up, so now I can just move the spacing as is, and that's all I gotta move. What are you going berserk for? I would say we should have a nice big red background in the back. That would mean I would need, what do I want to call these? Just red particles. Just basically kind of replicate what we did in the first one. Have this be at like 100 or something. Here we go. Now I can just swap back and forth as I see fit. Red cover. Okay, this is going to be interesting because I have no clue how the hell this is going to work. I might have to delete some bits here and there, but I'm going to try to get a nice starter going first. So let's start on luminosity. Okay, how about color? Color looks pretty cool. I just don't know about the background being, the city background being color. Saturation, hue, and too dull. Exclusion, difference, pen light, linear light, vivid light, hard light, soft light, overlay. The overlay does look kind of cool, but the bottom's not. Linear dodge, color dodge. Was that what I used? It definitely had to have been the color dodge that I used. Screen, lighten, linear, burn, color burn, multiply, darken, dissolve. I feel like color is probably... I don't remember. Go to E, you fool. Like, maybe mix up some of them. Or do some of this. That seems too red. Like, color dodge. Not color dodge. Or was it color dodge? Was it color dodge? Oh yeah, it was color dodge for at least the sky. I could definitely see color dodge working in that department. Color dodge here probably won't work as well. Vivid lighting, but with this? Perhaps. Maybe. Let me adjust some stuff here a little bit. Oh, I do kind of like that getting taken by that. Alright, red dodge. I think I could that's not the right tool. I think I could still do this, but you need to be like at a 50 or so. Ah, shoot bag. Harvey was just keeping that kind of bright like that. Like, I don't know. Although, oh, that could probably work. By going ahead and do like a little dodge there, but I get rid of some of it and have the city kind of just there. And instead of it being at 100, it could be like 90 or something. Not too bright, but not too dull either. It's hard to say, really. We're definitely using things here in a different format that we've done throughout the course, because we have like at least a few of these. You've seen it in the first episode. Now you're seeing it in this episode. Although I could definitely see that. Oh, wait, that's red cover. Maybe I can make the red here a bit more redder. Oh, yeah, that actually looks pretty cool. Hold on. Let me get a little bit higher up and try to keep this from going too far. Like, maybe have it cover most of the moon. But have some of this over here do that. Yeah. And there's nothing here. Even if I could do that, there's nothing here I can do with the red dodge. The red something, I'll call it. Need proof, red something. Okay. That was definitely worth moving at. What if I made this go darker? And we try to make that work. Might be too much. Keep it to here. Let's see. Multiply, color burn, lighten. No. Now, overlay, soft light, hard light, vivid light, linear light. Linear light, but keep it at a solid 90? 80? A little bit. I could probably get rid of some. Okay, don't move the damn thing. Get rid of some of the color down, or cover down here. I still feel as though you need to be covered in a bunch more stuff, but that's fine. Okay. I think that's pretty good. I think. We even have this one slightly different by having like a nice veiny lightning kind of here. I think that looks pretty neat. Now all I gotta do is just grab the fog. Yuck. Oh god, no. Not Goofy Luke. Boom Power, I think, Luffy combo. I can't even remember my own abomination. That's how much I'm trying to forget it. If you're lost and you don't watch the Minecraft series, just look up the names, the video name with the 4 names that I just mentioned. You'll be enlightened or cursed. Either way, you're going to have that knowledge. And if you're going out of your way to not get that knowledge, I combine Luke, someone from Cinnamon Toast Ken's channel, with Goofy and Boomhauer. And Luffy, but only because his name matched with Goofy. It rhymed. That's right, now you are cursed with that information, whether you wanted to or not. It's too late. You have been cursed. I hope you're prepared to accept the responsibilities of this curse. Not many can live with it. I find few manage to go further than a day without just ending it all. But you have the curse's knowledge. Now you too must perish. Or live with the curse. I don't freaking know. All I know is I made an abomination. So now it's just out there. I kind of want a green. I guess we'll have the green fog past all these characters. Fog 1B. That's not good. It's not good at all. Nice teal color too, maybe? See, I'm not sure. I mean, I definitely think we could have like a nice dark blue here. Covering up most of this side. Too much. Can I have a purple? Purple fog? Too much still. Another purple fog? Can I have a nice blue fog instead? I don't know. That up there looks good without the fog. I can at least try to add some blues in here or some dark purples in here. Nah, some blues. Dark blue instead will work. And we just get rid of some of the dark blue here and leave that area open. Whenever I can do the same and just get rid of some of this pink. Yeah, I can do the same, get rid of some of this pink. Why not? The sky's going to look different once we get the effects in, so why not? I think you have to be... What are you doing? Get out the trash. Trash mammal. What do you expect, cat? You keep trying to go in the damn trash. I'm going to call you a trash mammal. Or better yet, it don't feel too good, don't it? Well, get used to it. Because that's what they're going to call you when you go blabbing to the police. Trash mammal. Freaking cat over there just keeps trying to go in the damn trash. I don't get it. What color do I want here? A nice pinkish red light. Shining down. Trash mammal. Cat won't stop going in trash. Trying to get her attention. Cat ain't listening. What are you doing, Cat? Why did you go in my hand? You got your ball around here somewhere. Why don't you play with your ball? Alright, you're not gonna go after that. How about where is the thing? Oh, nope, don't open that one. No, she's not paying attention. God dang it. Ugh. Well, whatever. Stop playing with the trash, Cat. Or I'll keep calling you a trash mammal. Just doing a little chirps. I could definitely have at least several different types of light here. Like a light here, a light in this area, over down here, a light over up here. If we're doing a light there, it could probably like a nice, a nice orange. Hey, gather! Don't run at me. That's literal trash you're trying to play with. You got a ball out there you can play with, Cat. Why don't you play with the ball? Play with your ball. Alright, let's see. Don't run at me. Why are you meowing at? Stop meowing. Meow. Oh, there's your other tool. Why the hell is it under here? The hell is it? Oh, there it is. Go get it. Dang, Cat just keeps trying to play with trash. I don't get it. What you looking at, Boosh? Your ball's right there in the middle of the open. What was I doing again? I forgot. You distract me again because you won't stop trying to play with the trash. Fuzz. 50%. We're close to... That's 500%. We're close to done. After this, I gotta remember to put lines in. Matter of fact, I'm putting a line in right... Whoops. I'm putting a line in right now. And leaving it there. So that when the time comes, I'll be ready. And we get a nice light happening on the moon. That's a bright red moon. Get some particles in here. Now we have our particles moved around a bit. Which I guess is pretty cool. I got like most of the important particles at the complete bottom. Makes things a hell of a lot organized for me, at the very least. I don't think a whole lot of particles are really needed for the things that we're doing here. Now we're going to add in the flares. Also, let me just double check and make sure. Yep, it is still recording the sound. What are you doing? Play with your ball. Stop destroying the box. God dang it, Cat. You and your destruction. Alright, where were we? Hey! This cat just keeps on trying. She just keeps on trying. Don't know why she keeps trying. Alright, let's see here. A nice teal lighting here. I'm trying to use lighting that I rarely use. There's like a very specific set of light that I keep using. Psst. Would you stop destroying shit? Even though that box is already destroyed beyond reason. Alright, let's see. I think most of this is going to be fine as is. I think. A nice light here. I think most of that's going to be effects. Covering up most of this area to make it look what it's supposed to look like. Oops, here we go. Then in particles, delete some of the particles around their faces if there's any. Around the dress if there's any. Oh, for crying out loud, cat. You might not be in heat, but you still find ways to be annoying. Why is that? Alright, let's see. Don't meow at me. I think I gotta go. I've been looking at her head here for a while, and her eyebrows, I think, needs to be darker. You want attention? Come over here, god dang it. Meow. Why don't you get your ass over here? Meow again? Now I'm looking at her, she ain't gonna meow. There's still particles here I didn't delete. I mean... Don't worry, she ain't in heat, she's just doing her usual meow. I know, cat. I know. But if you want me to give you attention, why don't you just get your ass over here? It's as simple as that. Get your ass over here. Meow. Get over here. You gonna keep crying? You ain't gonna even come over here. What, do you expect me to go over there? No, you get over here. Now you get your ass over here, man. I want to talk about, almost make me forget about the damn shadow rays, you fool. I don't even know if I am on the effects here. I am on the effects. Chat, nope, that's EA. I don't even know if you can hear her. She's doing the saddest of meows. What are you meowing at? If I could turn my head as soon as she meows. Need to get in a position where I can actually do that with ease. Can't really do that easily with a blanket. You're just meowing and looking up, aren't you? And we got the table. It probably wouldn't look like this in an animation format. It just looks like this to allow me to have all these characters in one scene. Why don't you get over here? Stop being a little bitch. Why don't you get over here? Get over here. Just not coming over here. Oh, wait, that's the wrong direction. Why don't you get over here? See? You want me to give you attention, but you ain't gonna let me hold you. Don't whip your tail at me. Oh, where am I? There I am. Boop, snoop. Boop, snoop. Alright, stop distracting me. I don't have much time as is. I don't need you taking my time away. Especially when I don't even know if I fully got my Saturday off because of things that could just go awry for no reason whatsoever. Things that just shouldn't be like that, but that's just what life is, and I don't like it, and I want it destroyed. Yep, that's right. Life destroyed. Alright, light orange area. Now, I don't know if I'm going to use anything of the light orange department, but it's there. We do have access to it. Don't growl at me. Psst. Go play with your ball. And get some light shining down here. But I think this is mostly going to be a magenta area. I think... Been at this for like an hour. Feels like a magenta area. I want to try not to make it too magentaed. Get like a dark blue area too. Nope, too blue, needs to be duller. Meow! Stop meowing. And now some dark blue in here as well. Just a little bit, not a whole lot. Get some teal in here. A nice red and blue look. Wouldn't be the first time I went with a red and blue look. Some teal. I think we need some green teal area. That just might be green straight up. No, that is green teal. I don't know about that one. Let me zoom in and just see in full. I mean, maybe. We can also have like a combination of some kind of yellow. What are you meowing at? Meow. What do you want? Look at that look. Why you look so sad? Now you're just gonna jump over there now. Alright, let's see. Alright, at least get some light on their face so they're not all shrouded into darkness. Get out of the trash! And we can get some yellow. Move the bracket up, you fool! Why is this so fucking finicky with the stupid frickin' brackets? Get out of the trash! Don't meow, get out of the trash. That one's too bright. Yeah, that should be good for you to showcase more of your body. Did I give you girls a dark blue around you? Seems like it. Did I also give you a magenta? Get out of the trash! Come around at me. Don't scratch the rim of the trash can trying to look innocent. Well, you can see what she's doing to her hands in the trash right now. Well, not in the trash, but it's halfway in the trash. I have my bag rotated again. If you remember from what I said before, the bag is rotated. And she's over there trying to get her hands in the trash bag. Don't meow at me. Why don't you go take a rest or something? Cat's just bored, I guess. Even though she has a ball to play with. That or you want to play with me, but I'm busy. I'm at my second job. Well, second and third job. And maybe fourth? No, second in drawing and creating series, third in YouTube. Yeah. Even though those two don't pay. I wish they would, though. That'd be real great if they both paid. Stop it. Don't roar at me. Keep telling you, stop messing with the trash. I kind of like that look. I just gotta make sure some of the lights around their faces are not too much. Get out of the trash. Stop messing with the trash bag. Just leave my hand here and wait for you to do something. Now I'm a hand gone and I'm... There we go. She can't play with you and you're just like, nope, gonna back up away, not gonna even bother trying, and then you keep going back to the trash can to try to mess with it. Despite the fact that I tried playing with you, but you didn't want to play. What do you want? You can't have the trash. You ain't got no trash. You ain't got no need for trash. Why are you trying to go in the trash? Trash man. This cat, I swear, she just wants to play in the trash and it makes no sense. Get away from the trash. I am about to toss that damn trash can so far up the ceiling if you don't get out the damn trash. Pillow attack. Ugh. Alright, let's see. Blue. That might be too blue. But I could probably have some blue across here. Kind of matches the red and blue aesthetic that we've got going here. I really do like the design that I made with these here. Design as in like color design, not like the design as things. Although I guess we kind of went back to the more curved look, because we haven't really did the curved look in the past 3 episodes, as far as I can remember. Now, in fact, I'm going to look it up right now. Maybe I did do the curved look. I don't remember. Let me see. Are these curved? Whoops. They do look a little curved. What about episode 3? That's Lustful Horrors I almost double-clicked on. Episode 3 does have some curves, except for some of the areas here, but those don't really have curves either way. Then was it episode 4? Dragon's Fury? Kinda doesn't have curves. So we went back to curves then, I guess. It's going back to form of the first, the first episode. Right here. See how it's like red down and below, blue up top. Although it is slightly different, because of the way it's set up, at the very least. I do like that look, though, with the words to the left. Are we done with this portion? I think now I should start making the lines. Ah, shit. I gotta remind myself what the lines were. I don't know which... I'll open up episode 4, Dragon's Fury, and look at the lines. I think I had the lines match. Pretty sure I did, at least. Ugh. Though I don't recall if the kanji was above or below the effects. Well, as I open this, I can check it out. Yeah, because Lustful Horrors didn't have the kanji. Why are you meowing at? No, that was above. Interesting. The lines were below, but it's like 50. See, I don't know. I kind of like the way that this looks here. So the lines are 50. Like, putting in any more, and I feel like it would just kind of ruin the color flow that we've got going here. I mean, I could at least test it out, but I don't think it's going to work. Now, is that above or below? That's a below. The hell are you messing with? Hey! The hell are you messing with? I have no clue what she's messing with. Where are you at? And dang old cat over there doing some random shish. And my chair is lowering itself. Like it usually does. Alright, hold on. I can do this. Kanji Cloud. Lightning Diff. Lightning Vivid. Kanji Overlay. Kanji. Interesting. It makes at least some of it appear brighter. With everything else, seems to not really change as much. Okay, yeah, sure, I'll keep the kanji up above. What are you murring at? Stop murring! Alright, now let's put some lines in here. Let us not forget about the lines. I do want the lines here to have a little bit more merit to it. I.e. have a lot more lines around this portion. What are you doing? Where even are you right now? Alright, give me a sec. I gotta see where the hell she's at. What are you doing? Why are you over here? You messing with that now? Down from there. There we go. Now try not to that. Now you're further away from me. Give me that look. Well, I'm back. The cat just messed with something that was on the ceiling, apparently. Ugh. But it should be fine, maybe. Hopefully. Unless he decides to jump for it. But why would you do a stupid thing like that? And that's why I keep telling them the cat should probably get some more toys. Softer toys, so I don't have to hear it in the middle of the damn night. Would be preferable. Because I can't leave the ball toy out. Otherwise I'll hear ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling while I'm trying to sleep. That's not good. That's not good at all. Anyways, the lines here have a little bit more to them. They're all mostly sticking to around. What are you mowing at? You angry that I keep trying to take away the trash from you? Stop trying to go after trash. I'll play with you in a minute once I'm done with what I'm supposed to do. Alright, that takes care of most of that, I think. I don't know, let me see. Shush! What are you mowing at? I don't remember how old she was. Was she like 4 years old or some shish? Come on. Where's your birthday at? I forgot when your birthday was. That's right, get over here, Boosh. You want to play, but you ain't going to come at me. Why ain't you coming at me? I don't even remember how old you were. You gotta be at least like 4, right? You 4 years old? You're distracting me constantly, because you won't stop. Why won't you stop? There is... Why can't I find... There you go, I got ya. I also found your birth month. Yeah. There's this little shit right over here. What's wrong with you? There, I gave you attention. Yep. 5/16/20. And we're on 24. So that means you're over 3.5 years old, cat. I don't know if that's your bratty teenage phase, but you need to stop it. Don't give me that look. Am I missing anything? Outside of the sepia, at least. I think now we can work on the sepia. Sepia. Alright, let's see. Yay. The nice red look is good. But too much of it could be a bad thing. Why are you meowing? Are you trying to look at that thing and meow at it because you can't get to it now? I do kind of like the way that looks, though. So I'll keep that for most of it. Sure, she's on a chair meowing at that piece of... What do you call it she's trying to grab? I don't even know what that is. Tape? You would find anything and mess around with it, won't you? Won't you, douche? Douche-a-boosh. It kind of keeps things close to what it's supposed to look like. Oh, I do like that, though. But I don't like it making up most of that. Maybe a bit too much. But I like the concept of that. I just gotta figure out what would be the best one to use for it. Yep, she's on the chair trying to get to it. Stop trying to get to that! Fool! Foolish fool. Why are you so foolish? Why are you even trying to grab more trash? Don't meow at me. Psst. Psst, psst. Can I get some pink in here? Yeah, some pink here would look pretty good. And get some teal up in here, maybe? No. How about nope? How about no again? See, I don't even know what the hell kind of color I want going here. I would like a brighter one to work with. I don't want it to be too bright. I could try this. Shush! Stop yelling at me! You're still trying to get it. I'm going to remove that thing from existence if you don't stop trying to get it. Now, you want me to do that? You want me to remove that from existence? You better not be trying to climb up to it via a wall. You better not pull knuckles on me. This cat just keeps on trying to... You got a ball to play with. Where's your damn ball? Ugh. I could bring that down, but then she's going to jump up there and then play with other shish. Don't meow at me. I do kind of like that, though. Shush. Have it kind of cover most of the sky here. Wait, the sky looking like that actually is pretty good. It doesn't overstay its welcome in areas. Don't meow at me. You got other toys to play with. Or toy. I think the only other thing that I kind of want to do right now... Shush! Is put more shadows in. It's really the only other thing that I want to do is try to get this area to be more shrouded in shadows. But not the area surrounding the windows, if I can help it. What the hell is wrong with you? Why are you being a pill? I get most of that? I guess. Now, the only other thing that I can really do with these buildings... There you go, finally. I was wondering when you're going to start playing with that instead of meowing your head off. Never mind, you're going to not play with it. You just play with it a little bit and then you move it away. Oh, there we go. Finally. You better not have just pushed that on. No, it's over there. Okay, good. Good job, Cat. You can still get it. Want me to help you? I'll help you. I'm going to grab that ball and I'm going to move it over somewhere else. Want to get? Uh-oh. Blanket underneath the chair. Go get it. Alright, now where the hell was I? Or I got interrupted again for the millionth time. And we got a nice red building windows. I remember what the hell the... Actually, you can't even see too much of the buildings in the back here. No, that's not... Just... It's not that they say I still can't do that. Really, Cat? What you want? Yep. I'm gonna take good risks. Anyways. 1C. More lights, I think, would look pretty cool. More red in the windows. You can't see the buildings too well, and that's the plan. That's what I wanted. Unseeable buildings. What's wrong, Cat? You want me to give you attention? Well, if you want me to give you attention, why don't you just stop trying to bounce all over me? I feel like I definitely can make the monitors brighter here, too. On all fronts. Aside from that, I can also add in some shadows around the edges and more midtones amongst the highlights and the shadows. And that should be good. Is there anything more that I can do here that I want to do? And we got like this, the moonlight going down and hiding a little, or it's not like there's an actual blood moon. That's just there to make it look cool. And to kind of give you a little hint of what is about to happen. Even though it doesn't actually make sense for it to be a hint. I could probably remove some of this here to make the moon more pronounced, but still keep the lights. Yeah. I really do like the city design, though, in the background. All it is just that one swatch that I use that I don't even remember what I did to make this swatch. This is the swatch I used. What was this called again? I made this myself. Building texture brush. It was literally used to make textures for building. And now we're using it to make skyscrapers in the distance. Topped off with the square brush that I have. And looking at it from afar, it just looks like a whole bunch of skyscrapers with some lights. That's what I gotta try to use the brushes for stuff like that. I like it. It's pretty nice. I'm gonna try to play with my hand here, Cat. Is that what you're trying to do? That's right. God damn it. You just caught me again. Again for the upteenth time. This is what you want, right? Alright, I think we finished this as much as we can. Let me see what the sepia looks like over the kanji. Well, it does make that a bit darker, which I kind of like more. Which, that reminds me. What was that again? I don't remember. Lightning. Yeah, lightning difference, lightning vivid. I could do a little bit more to lightning before I do anything else. A little bit. Nothing too massive, just a little bit. Oh, alright, that's interesting. I wonder if I could have like a nice lightning cover. That's right, I can. I'm still here. But keep it at like a 50 and make it like brightness, saturation. The hell are you doing? Still not doing what I expected to do. Unless it's at 100. No, even still not doing what I wanted to do. Let me see something. Is the Vivid the one that doesn't have it? Yeah, the Vivid's the ones that don't have it. Let me get rid of the cover. I'm going to copy the Vivid real quick. Make this one a normal. I think it doesn't. No, that has the... Then what the hell don't have the lightning? The difference? No, they both have it. Well, that's annoying. Well, there is an easy fix for this, and that is this. And we just make a nice red cover for the lightning cover. Now, careful. We don't want to have it cover everything now. Oops. What are you going berserk for, cat? Okay, that's not going to help us much. I'll just increase the saturation and the lighting a little bit. Maybe move it to like 80%. How is that such a huge difference? Also, why the hell are you going in that direction? Go in the center. Now. Unless there was a way I can make this like... Okay, that's too bright. Maybe it don't matter. Maybe instead we can go through a Vivid with a brightness. And then the difference in brightness. Or better yet, go through the difference in brightness. I can't tell. Is that good or not? I mean, maybe if I were to just cover up these bits here and make them brighter. That would require me to be very specific on where the hell I go from here. I don't think that made much of a difference, to be honest with you. But I bet you if I did something like this, it probably will make a lot of difference. Go back to... What the hell was it again? Lightning diff, that's what it was. I mean, it does fix that up a bit, which is good. Not too much, not too little. It fixes up just right. Well, except for the fact you look like that. Why do you look like that? Oh, is it because of the vivid light now that I have to adjust alongside it? I don't think that's going to make much of a difference. I think that's probably just going to make it worse. Wait, what is that? Is that a line? Is that a line going through here? There is a line going through here. Well, actually, wait. The line could just probably go above it then. But stay below the kanji? No, wait. The line has always been above the kanji. I just remembered. Okay, there we go. We don't have to change anything else. That works. Surprisingly well. Matter of fact. Now I think that's everything. Well, I think so. Move everything back to where it needs to be. And there we go, the 5th episode. So as per usual, with effects, without effect. With effects, without effects. The effects add like some minor vivid colored changes. But without the effects, this still looks pretty freaking cool. So there you have it. I gotta say, it's going to be an interesting episode, especially with what she's about to go through. So yes, with that being said, thank you all for watching today's episode. Didn't even notice that was there. For today's episode of Art Time. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe for more, check out that there playlist, and of course, previous episode of Art Time over here, and since it's hopefully coming out on a Thursday, most recent episode of Played Up ROTC Disney right over here. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Read the episode in DeviantArt, my same username, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Later.